Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into what I like to call the ultimate retail mystery. Imagine a mall that seems to do absolutely everything wrong according to traditional business rulebooks. I mean, they don't do mass advertising, they completely refuse to pack their floors with merchandise, and they absolutely never offer traditional store-wide discounts. Yet somehow, this single mall pulls in billions. Today, we're breaking down the utterly fascinating strategy behind Taipei's Bellavita Mall.
So it really begs the question, how does Bellavita, an incredibly quiet, hyper-luxurious mall right in the middle of Taipei's hyper-competitive Xinyu district, manage to thrive while traditional retail is genuinely struggling? Across Taiwan, the general retail sector actually saw a recent dip of 0.2%, mostly because consumers are tightening their belts in this era of defensive consumption. But Bellavita, they're completely defying gravity.
And just to put that gravity-defying success into perspective, check out this staggering figure. In 2025, their estimated revenue hit approximately 13 billion new Taiwan dollars. That is roughly 400 million US dollars. It makes them the 9th highest grossing department store in all of Taiwan. So they aren't just surviving the retail downturn, they are absolutely dominating it. Let's dig into exactly how they pull this off. Okay, let's peel back layer 1, the brand moat of blank space, and see how physical space itself acts as their primary business defense. Think about the stark contrast here. Standard, high-density department stores basically rely on cramming every single square inch with products. They use loud, chaotic anniversary sales, the classic buy 1,000, get 100 free promos, just to drive foot traffic. But Bellavita? They deliberately refuse to pack their floors with goods. They prioritize blank space and maintain a strict, year-round, no-discount policy. They operate on this concept they call the urban resort. In a hyper-competitive, incredibly dense area like Taipei's Xinyi district, where real estate prices are just sky-high, they realize something brilliant. Blank space is the ultimate, irreplaceable luxury. It creates this completely stress-free, low-density oasis that simply cannot be copied by neighboring malls that have to rely on maximum capacity to survive. The founders, the Liang sisters, built this massive 10,000 ping, which is roughly 33,000 square meter, European-style castle with a soaring 20-meter-high glass dome specifically to honor their original vision. Let everyone who comes shopping feel comfortable and relaxed. They aren't selling floor space to vendors. They're meticulously curating a feeling of prestige and absolute comfort.
But wait, without discount events, how do you actually get people through the doors? Well, that brings us to layer 2, the magic of curatorial pop-ups. Instead of tossing out cheap, temporary bargain bins, they go all in on this massive curatorial pop-up strategy. We are talking about million-dollar budgets here, often exceeding 10 million NTD for a single installation. These things can take up to a year to plan. They build these fully immersive, festival-themed scenes right in the middle of their massive empty courtyard. These aren't just little shops. They're heavily engineered lead magnets designed to generate unbelievable hype through highly curated brand matching. To give you a real-world example, in late 2025, Dior basically took over the courtyard with a 5-meter-tall, circus-themed Christmas tree pop-up. And it wasn't just a place to buy things. It had a tarot card reading area, a fancy photo booth, and even exclusive Michelin star desserts. It generated explosive social media hype, drawing in massive crowds who just wanted to take photos. It's crazy, but some of these pop-ups generate almost a year's worth of regular store revenue in just a matter of weeks. But that brings up a really critical challenge. If 80% of the people showing up are literally just there to snap a free Instagram photo in front of a giant Christmas tree, how do you filter the true high-net-worth individuals from a crowd of 10,000 photo takers? Like, how do you turn free hype into actual luxury sales? To find out, we have to look under the hood at their hidden engine. Layer 3, incredibly precise CRM conversion. Their exact methodology is built on what's known as the Bellavita CRM event funnel. They take all that raw event hype at the top, filter it through targeted engagement, and drive it all the way down to VIP sales. They don't just sit back and hope rich people walk into the pop-up, they completely engineer it. So here is how that customer journey actually unfolds. First, they crunch their data. Second, about a month before the pop-up even opens, they send highly targeted VIP invites to maybe just 20 to 50 specific people. And third, they host a private pre-launch. Top clients get personally escorted, private access to the pop-up days before the general public is even allowed to see it. And the reason they know exactly who to invite is because of what they call the secret folder. Their customer relationship management, their CRM, is incredibly deep. They don't just track your basic purchase history. No, they track family networks. So maybe a VIP doesn't like a certain brand, but they know her daughter does. They track specific hobbies, dream items desired. They use this intensely personal data to perfectly, flawlessly tailor those invitations. All this curation and hyper-specific data collection leads us directly to the climax, the extreme economics of top VIPs. Enter the Peony Club. This is the ultra-exclusive top tier of their membership. To even be considered for this tier, a customer needs to spend an estimated 10 to 15 million NTD. That is nearly $500,000 US in a single year. These folks are the true drivers of their revenue, the absolute apex of their highly filtered system. And the results of this highly filtered system? It gives us this absolutely staggering data point. Out of all the thousands and thousands of people who visit the mall, just about 200 Pody Club members drive over a quarter, 26% of Bellavita's entire multi-billion-dollar revenue. It is the ultimate expression of the 80-20 rule, all fueled by pristine physical space and flawless CRM data. So what's the big takeaway you should leave with today? It's their core survival mechanism. They survive and, honestly, they grow during retail downturns because they aren't actually selling products. I mean, let's be real, you can buy a luxury bag almost anywhere. What they are selling is an irreplicable feeling of prestige, status, and emotional value. They are selling the luxury of not being crowded. Which leaves us with this final thought to chew on. In a world where we have infinite online shopping choices and every single product is just a click away, is physical blank space and undisturbed attention the absolute last true luxury we have left? Well, Bellavita's $13 billion certainly suggest it is. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time as we decode another fascinating strategy.